Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another volume review. It's going to be on Sister and Giant. A young lady is reborn in another world. Gosh, didn't think this one's going to be as good as it actually is, to be honest. But it's actually one of the better ones that I've read this summer. It has quite of dark tones to it, from just how she got reincarnated, but also what the story is all about and the background for both characters. Gosh, um, really good first volume. Before anything, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by comment, liking, and sharing. If you're watching more and more reviews for my channel, then might as well subscribe. I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys show this channel. This was sent to me by yempress.com. Yempress is a company that releases a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff is from Yempress. Not everything, but a lot of stuff is. So if you are looking for a company to support, Yempress is the company to support. They also have their light novel subsection, Yen On, their webtoon subsection, Easy Press, and then other stuff under them like JY, which is for the youth, and J Novel Club, which was already a company, but now is under them, under their umbrella of companies. So check them out. Great company. They release stuff like this all the time. They release new stuff, but also stuff that has quite a bit of collection already to them. So yeah. Okay, Sister and Giant. First of all, it is a reincarnation series. I will say there'll be some plot points that I will mention in this video that might ruin maybe some twists and turns that you would enjoy reading it on your first time. So you've just been warned. If you don't care, then this is the video for you. If you do care, then I'm warning you now. Stop the video, go read it first, then come back and see what my thoughts are. I'm not going to share too much of the story detail by detail like I usually do, but I will share that essentially we follow the life of Hinako, which is this high school girl. You can barely even see her, but she's right there in the bottom, and she's reincarnating into a world where essentially people that die in our world by accidents, they're reincarnated into this world, right? So she's not the first one, she's one of many, and these people are basically considered heroes because they're granted powers by the goddess, and basically they're cheats, right? So we quickly find out in the beginning part of the volume that the people from this world don't really appreciate these other worlders. Now there is a group of people that do appreciate it, but for the most part, like the kingdom itself, the royalty people, they don't, because they feel threatened by them. They know that they're more powerful than them, so they kind of feel like they should be, you know, getting rid of. Also, it also falls into the whole fact that they, you know, the goddess that they worship doesn't really do much for them, but for these people that they're reincarnated, she gives them all these blessings. They're like, what the heck, why aren't we blessed, right? So there's that. The whole giant part is another stigma that we have to mention, I guess. In this world, giants are seen as dumb and basically used to as warfare. We do see one giant that basically he's sent to kill this giant, and very much looks more as like an ogre than a giant. Like he doesn't actually look human. He looks more deformed or anything. So you can tell that they're mistreated, they're used and abused, and giants are not really respected, at least in that realm of the world. And I say that because we later find out that she comes from a village of giants that are civilized, but also are very cruel to their own. Like her past is that she wasn't like as big and as powerful as all the other giants, and they basically threw her off a cliff, hoping that would kill her, and they abandoned her. They didn't want her to be part of their clan anymore, and so she was wandering around the world, and she found Hinako, and they made this sister bond, right? Okay, here comes the plot twist and the twists and turns that I was mentioning in the beginning of the video. Hinako was reincarnated because she had a friend who were like sisters. This friend ended up being a manipulator. She told her that, you know, we're not gonna be friends anymore after high school. Like, I was just using you because you come from a rich family, and you know, she gave her all these excuses. So she threw herself with her friend in front of a train, um, as retaliation, or I don't know, response to this behavior of her, you know, longtime friend that she thought that, you know, since childhood, that they were gonna be, you know, sisters, and now that they're older, she's saying all this stuff. So she committed suicide, but brought her friend with her, and now that she reincarnated, she's looking for her friend. Don't know why exactly. I'm not sure if she wants to kill her or if she wants to forcefully make her sister again, but we do see that her friend is reincarnated in this world. In fact, she's walking around as a hero, completing different missions and stuff like that. She herself is also getting strong, and Hinako, she's getting strong because she's walking around basically doing odd jobs here and there to survive, but also defending himself from all these people that are trying to kill her and the giant. Now, the giant also has a secret. She, the marks that are in your body defines how powerful your magic is. And at one point, they defeat this noble who's trying to basically take them and essay them, and you know, he wants to do all these things because they're from another world, right? They beat him. Then the royal family send a small army to fight them because of their honor, right? And the only person that sees them is the giant. Hinako is inside the store shopping for clothes, and the giant beats this whole army. Granted, one of them is a high wizard, which is like the strongest wizards they can get in the human world. And like at first you're like, dang, they're gonna beat her up pretty bad, but then the giant reveals her secret, and that is that almost every inch of her body is tainted with magic, and we have this, gosh, like very scary, very scary scene of just seeing her reveal her true power and how powerful she actually is. And she defeats them in a second. So yeah, they're both hiding secrets from each other. They're not really sharing their information to each other, but they both basically they feel like I almost for a moment felt bad for the giant, because the giant was like so sweet. She had a pretty cruel background, like her family abandoning her, and I was like, man, this girl is using her, like definitely. Like, she's a little psycho, using her just to kind of carry her on. But no, the giant's pretty psycho herself too. She can be a handful. So yeah, it's a great series, guys. Go check it out, Sister and Giant. I don't doubt that this will be eventually an anime. So if you're watching this video because of there's an anime already announced, then I'm so happy. But if you're not, then I hope that they do eventually make one. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.